Hey, Garvin.
Hey, Ray's here!
When I mentioned to people the cast of The Irishman, including the likes of Robert De Niro, Al Pacino and Joe Pesci, naturally excitement and anticipation follows. But if I also mention that Ray Romano, star of the 90s American sitcom Everybody Loves Raymond, is in the film also, the reaction is usually something along the lines of, "What?" It does seem like such a strange casting choice, doesn't it? A comedic actor with a famously annoying nasal voice being cast alongside cinematic titans in a legendary director's final mob movie. Well, if you're wondering why they would cast someone like him in the movie, it may interest you to know that director Martin Scorsese has never even heard of Everybody Loves Raymond, let alone seen the series. When Romano was cast in the TV show Vinyl, he talked about how his agent sent off auditioning tapes to Scorsese in order to hopefully land him a role. The feedback was good, and of course he eventually did get the role, but Romano's agent mentioned to him that Scorsese had no idea who Romano was. Ray eventually considered this to be a blessing, as it was possible that had Scorsese known that Romano was a star of a sitcom, he might have been rejected for the show for being too distracting. And though Romano did very well, it was quite strange seeing this guy who we'd seen as a whiny man-child for around 10 years in a show about drugs and corruption. And clearly Scorsese took a liking to him, as he's now cast him as Bill Buffalino, a mob lawyer who often represented Jimmy Hoffa in court. Surprisingly, the character has no relationship to mob boss Russell Buffalino, who will also be in the film. Russell let Bill use his second name in order to raise his status among the mob circles. I think Romano will do well in the role. It's a supporting role, so it's not as if he's going to be hogging up a lot of screen time, but even still, he has shown in the past he's got it in him to do well in dramatic parts. It's actually quite nice to have such a dynamic cast, and it wouldn't be the first time Scorsese has experimented with, let's say, a kind of wild card or against the type casting. He's often cast real-life killers in movie roles, historical figures playing themselves, and has made other weird decisions as well, like the part of the casino manager in the 1995 film Casino, a role you'd expect requires an aura of respect and professionality, and he gave the job to Don Rickles, the famous comedian, who was pretty cool in the film, so it all worked out. The Irishman has finished filming and is currently in post-production, set for release in late 2019. Thanks for watching.